Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway from Ford Field. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Cowboy 80. Viking 18.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Shaw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Fix the eagle, fix the eagle. Check.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
46-yard line.
Nineteen tight. Go.
Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It's a loss of 8.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Ready.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looking to throw. May. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Brian Thomas, 28 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions nothing.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready, 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Laporta. Look at the big man rumble. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 74 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
On for the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Joshua Hardy to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
From the gun, it's May. Wright's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's May. He finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Packers.
Crazy. Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Five.
To throw, it's May. That is caught at the 7. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Crazy, 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 crazy. 5.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jalen Wright, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Lions 7. Chad Ryland to kick
Ryland
off.
now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he's able to get out to the 32, right down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Ready. We're going to do it.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Joshua Party to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll throw with May. Short throw, he's got Kraft. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To the air, May. He finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the Lions' 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Wade. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They get this out left. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Drake May keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 4. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 76.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
That's good.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
70 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Pep.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready. Viking 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warrior 70. Check out.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's too slow. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, that's my man. I got him. Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time it up to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
At the 38-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Crazy, 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 crazy. 5. Here goes up.
Throwing here is May. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown, Brian Thomas. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4 2-point game.
Lions 24.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Panther 11, Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. That's out to the left, flat and complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the shotgun, May with it. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Brian Thomas with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Third down and 1.
Crazy, crazy. 5. Crazy, crazy.
He'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Looking to throw. May. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Second and 3.
He'll look to throw. May looking to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Drake May taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
24.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to.
Gibbs gets pumped and he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's a gain of
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Crazy.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And we'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Drake May, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. Go all the way back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Cougar 19. Hey.
On play action, they'll throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
What's that? Hey, 5. Crazy.
From the shotgun, it's May. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Hey, he's coming to you. What's that? Hey, 5. Crazy.
Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Crazy.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Set up. Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Cowboy 80. Check out.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions get a bit closer. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Joshua Party to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Hey, here goes the crazy.
Here's May. Now he's going to step up and run. Toward the sideline and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the Packer 1st down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he surface into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brian Thomas, 33 yards. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chad Ryland.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 65 Cats, 65 Cats. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Ready.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Cup 19. 18 Rattler, 18 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Crazy. Hey, 5. Hey, here we go, son. Crazy.
They'll throw with May. Now he'll tuck this and run. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Hey, check that. Street. Big line. Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
He goes to use you.
2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Packers.
Crazy.
To the air, May. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Cougar 19.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a gain of 8.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3rd and 9 here.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 69, 70 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jair Elam makes a pick.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12-yard line. To throw, it's May. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Wright. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
A short throw to Musgrave. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
Throwing here is May. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw again. May looking to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Drake May, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point by Ryland up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Check. 70 Lions.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to